Welcome back to Midnight Grappler Animals. This is episode 101. We've gotten over the big hump of the anniversary episode, and now we're actually just in the off season. We figured that with the holidays coming up, we take it a bit easier. So that's why we're overworking ourselves to backfill a whole bunch of episodes for the next couple months. We're starting off today with a very special episode, but in some future episodes, we'll have a wheel of topics to randomly choose from, as well as some fun themed prep episodes. Today, though, it's been a year. It's been quite the year. And I've got my three co-hosts with me, Serg, Salt, Keigen. We've come together, and instead of doing our usual Tastebreakers Grab Bag, we're doing a Tastebreakers Grab Bag. Now, what does that entail? Gentlemen, can you tell me what a Tastebreakers Grab Bag is?
Instead of the cool stuff we want you to check out, we're telling you about the bad stuff we had to endure. Now, notice I did not say not check out. Some of you might have things that are bad and you want people to experience. Some of you sickos, you perverts, you twisted jerks.
Oh, man.
This is actually just the Streisand Effect. This is the Streisand Effect episode where we're going to tell people not to do a bunch of things, and then they can then go and do those things that we told them not to do.
Yeah, and the things that we hated end up getting really popular.
Yeah. We accidentally end up starting a second wave of popularity for a bunch of these things.
It's a terrible renaissance.
The intellectual dark ages. All right, so we've got three each. It's not exactly tied to a specific genre, medium. Some of us even have artists, like entire artists. So we'll each go in one at a time. We'll go around the table until we're fresh out of anti-recommendations.
All right.
All right, who wants to go first?
I can drop the first bomb.
Go for it.
All right, we're going to start out hot. I'm going to say Drake, the Canadian rap sensation, is just like, he's done. It's hard to like enjoy anything about that man. I mean, I used to like his music a lot. So it's like very weird with the Kendrick Lamar beef with the, his responses are probably what more soured me on him at this point in time. Him saying he fed Kendrick the information that he's a pedophile as some 4D chess move, and then proceeding to bring up lawsuits in the middle of a rap beef. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just retroactively ruined his discography. So yeah, it's done for me.
I think as an aside, just like the Keigen Delilah song you did.
It's Wagwan Delilah. All right, you
Wagwan
culture
Delilah.
vulture.
Okay.
It's Wagwan Delilah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Wagwan Delilah. Yeah.
I think that probably qualifies him alone, right? Like, awful
It happened in
song.
such close proximity to the Kendrick beef.
I mean,
right?
I can't. I don't think I've ever seen an artist implode like this. Like
that song was before the pop out.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. It was the same
So,
moment.
like, people still count the pop out as the actual end of like any musical beef, right? Like anything actually being made. So that's crazy. Like, it's really funny.
I'd really like to imagine there's like pedophiles disowning him right now. Like you're saying you liked him for his music before, but some pedophiles like, I liked him for how he interacted with children, but the way he's conducting himself recently, I don't know.
It's just too embarrassing at this point, man.
I'm finding it very difficult to separate the art from the artist,
Just like, he's bringing the rest of us offenders down. We got a reputation to maintain.
He's not doing a good enough job. Man. He's like being way too defensive about it. Like, man, own up.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to put all my chips on Josh Giddey now. Damn.
Oh my god.
Serg, I have a follow-up question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think there's substance to the claim that the way this beef was handled was unprecedented compared to previous rap beefs in history? And if it was, in what ways was it unprecedented?
All right. So I think there's two things to point out here. One, the other significant beefs, one turned incredibly violent. So, that's Biggie and Tupac. So it's like, it's not quite to that level. Obviously, Jay-Z and Nas, I think, like, is the other big one. And that got, like, Jay-Z's mom made him apologize. So
funny.
I feel like
you can't come back from Rockefeller Records, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to come back from that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you just someone writing a song called Super Ugly and just calling you ugly like that. Like, writing a good song about how ugly you are, it's just like, man, that's rough. Like, however you feel about who won or whatever in that one. But I think what's different about this one is I think this was the first one that really, like, grabbed all of social media, and, like, we watched in real time as it, like, penetrated the entire culture of the world, where you get people playing this song in clubs and doing mariachi remixes, and, like, I think it got played at, like, different, like, non-rap events, and, like, people were just referencing it everywhere.
Mitzvahs too.
Yeah, like, so I think, like, because we saw this happen almost like, we got to watch it in real time. Had this happened, it's just kind of like, it's a different level. I mean, anytime, Kendrick, when he performed it live, had people yelling certified pedophile. I just, like, that's such a, like, you can't walk back from that. Like, like, I think, it's also just, Drake was at the top of his game, right? He was one of the great artists in sales and everything else, of the era. So I think the fact that you watched him just get so brutally beaten down in this, and, like, everyone talks about Kendrick's music, like this album that, Not Like Us, that I Hate the Way That You Talk, I Hate the Way That You Walk, no one talks about anything Drake did to respond. Even though he did have responses, it was just like,
I think Family Matters was the closest he got to having something.
It was
it was that, and also the AI voices on Taylor Made Freestyle. Right, like
yeah.
That's the most talk he got.
He used an AI Tupac, and everyone was just like, "What?" And then, like, Kendrick was saying things like, "You're not really black," and then Drake would respond like, "He's rapping like he wants to free the slaves," and someone was just like, "Do you not understand what's happening? Do you not understand what's happening right now?" Or, like, even the allegation of Kendrick abusing his wife, and then Kendrick just putting his wife to crip walk in the music video. It's just like, he just got outplayed at every turn. This was like watching, like, Golden State Warriors in their prime, almost, just, like, casually take apart somebody. It was just that bad. Like, it's like watching Steph Curry, just kind of pop off and just, like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do here.
I feel like that's a good segue into Keigen's first pick too.
Yeah. Because I'm more specific on mine. I think Drake's The Heart Part 6 is my first pick. Because Lan, you were just saying, like, Family Matters. I think Family Matters is almost a banger. Like,
yeah, I mean, when he's not going after Kendrick, I feel like, because when he's not going after Kendrick, it's a lot of easy targets, right? Like, he's going after Rick Ross, he's going after A$AP Rocky. Again, very softball targets for him.
Yeah, but it's like, it is attractive. I mean, it's been months later, but, like, the actual reaction, like, the in the moment reaction to that was like, oh shit, like, Drake could fight, Drake got hands, like. He's going up against Euphoria. Euphoria is better. I don't think most people, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, this is actually a response.
This
is
solid hour of that.
This is like, him just poking a bear like the other ones were,
Yeah. It's like when Logan Paul fights anybody and doesn't fall. And everyone's like, wow, he's doing really well. It's like, it feels like that. Like, he's fighting Mike Tyson. He's like, wow, he didn't get beat up by the 60-year-old man. How amazing is that? Just like, okay. So I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and also, like, I do think, Drake can make the puppy, like, is good. He does. That's his life, right? Yeah. And I think Family Matters is more of that. So, like, at the point that Family Matters had been released, it was like, okay, this could be a
It's
real
anyone's
beef.
game. Yeah,
This-
it's anyone's game. Yeah.
This could be a fight, right? And then, of course, Kendrick Lamar drops 2 atom bombs on Drake.
Immediately too. It wasn't like any
It was
time
like
passed.
an hour. Like I want to say within an hour of Family Matters
It was
dropping.
like, yeah, which was crazy. And so, you know, like this was the heart was where it was like, oh, Drake got no hands. Drake got nothing.
Yeah.
Drake can't do anything. And
The
I
other
think
thing
that's
about it
why-
was that, like, because Kendrick had, like, the whole reason why he called it The Heart Part 6 was because Kendrick had already cribbed the Drake title with 616 in LA, right? So so from the very get-go, you've got Drake just trying to do the exact same thing Kendrick already did, which is already setting himself up for failure. It's like, okay, I took your song title format, and then you listen to the actual song.
This is horrible. It's horrible. I mean, like the Epstein angle stuff is hilarious in like the worst way ever, right? Like I planted all these things. It's ridiculous, and then it's just a bad song. It's like
It
not
sounds
pop
like a
at
cool
all.
line until you like remember what
Think about it.
Drake. Yeah. You're like, so
For
you
like
wanted to
3
be called a
seconds.
pedophile?
I went on those dates with those 17-year-olds just to feed you information.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like,
So,
yeah.
like that's the nexus point for me, you know. And like I don't like. I never had a Drake fandom era. Of course, I had Spotify playlists with some Drake on them for some reason. And like I don't know. I'm upset. I'm upset is going to be part of my lexicon for the rest of my life because it's funny. It's a funny line. I like it. But like between just naming it the heart and then like Kendrick will just whatever. I'm gonna make my heart part 6. It doesn't matter. The whole thing is just like you're a clown, Drake. Like sit down, dude. Go sue somebody. It's crazy. So yeah, that song specifically though, because I still think like the beat on Family Matters is good. There's points in there that I'm like, all right, you're being funny, Drake. Like actually, his opening line is funny. Like before it ends, we don't want to hear you anymore, and Drake starts off. It's good. It's funny. He's trying on there, but the heart is dookie. It's bad.
Ouch.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Salt, what's your first pick?
Yeah, I will stay on the music track, and I will open with one caveat. Serg does not seem to respect Drake, and does not recommend what's going on. I don't recommend my artist, but I do respect them, and I'm coming in with Taylor Swift.
Oh, another very controversial
Oh,
pick.
man.
Wow.
We're gonna get the hive to set on us now.
We're really starting this episode off strong with a really like controversial. No one could ever thought that we would.
Yeah.
I know it's
hate
really
pop
tough too
stars.
because we saw on Spotify that all of our listeners were listening to Taylor Swift. Like, why am I being so controversial?
Yeah.
No, but I would appreciate any takes from Keigen, especially being our resident girly pop expert.
The resident white
Resident
guy.
Swifty. Resident Swifty.
The resident
I,
Swift. No, this was a hard one for me to commit to. I don't want to be loud about hating Taylor Swift because I don't like her music, but the people who loudly hate on her are really annoying and often just misogynist.
Yeah, you're gonna get car bombed.
Yeah, probably deserve it.
Like,
You know,
R.I.P.
you know, Serg went and he said Drake, and then Salt went and he said Taylor Swift, and now I'm gonna say Dead Poets Department.
Is that your second
It's one
pick?
of mine. That is one of my picks, and I know Lamp hasn't gone at all yet.
I
So,
know. I'll
I'm
come in
just,
when it's thematically appropriate.
I'm a melange hater here. You know, I'm here with the boys hating things with them. And I get you, Salt. The weird thing is, I mean, I don't have a problem with the rest of her music. I'm girly pop. You just called me girly pop, and it's true. And so I like that run from Red to probably Evermore is like good. She always has too many songs in her albums. That's true. She's that kind
just
of
like
pop.
Tamigos.
But like,
Nice.
Dead Poets Department is this point where it's like so crass, so focused on. I mean, it's popular for no reason. I really debated what my second pick was going to be because I was like, do I want it to be Taylor Swift? I don't know. Do I want it to be the Eras Tour? Maybe. Do I want it to be Taylor Swift fans? Maybe. Like,
I don't recommend Taylor Swift fans.
Who's really at fault for this bad album being so popular, though? Is it Taylor Swift's fault for following like this streak of huge success, right? And then making
It's
this like
Jack
mid-album
Antonoff's fault.
It is. I hate him. I don't like him. I don't like that man.
Can
Not
you
a fan.
believe that there are people working with a guy whose name is literally Jack Antonoff?
Which is kind of great, right? That's gotta feel
yeah,
really
I mean,
nice.
yeah.
As a guy whose name is Jack Off, like it's gotta be really nice to have a lot of friends.
I'm glad you guys
Unprecedented.
like me in spite of my name having Jack Off in it.
But he produced like almost all the tracks on GNX, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
What a turnaround.
yeah, just like. But I picked Dead Poets Department because I don't think it's good art. I think it's a bad album. I think it's like following up on another like very mid album, and it annoys me so much that it's so successful. And that's really basically it. Like I think the whole rollout of that album is kind of disgusting. Also, the way it was purposefully used to stop other artists from tracking is like, and it really was like I think it was used consistently in that way so much over the summer, especially that it's just like I hate that album.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
I'm pretty
It was
sure
a cruel
Cross
summer,
Breath-
you could say.
Nice.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Lan, what do you got?
My first show or my first pick is going to be a show. And initially I was like, let's go for shows that I just didn't bother to finish. There was this one show called How to Die Alone, starring Natasha Rothwell, that I just couldn't get through. Like it just did not connect with me at all. But I think I realized that like I didn't connect with it probably because I'm not the demographic it was made for. So I opted for something that I did see through to the very end that I recommend that no one continue to watch. Because especially after the elections, it's only bound to get even worse. I'm talking about The Boys season 4. Keigen knows just how much I fucking hated this season of The Boys.
That makes me really happy.
You know, like even as far back as season 3, I was like, it took 3 episodes into that season for me to actually like start to get like glom onto it, I guess. But this one, I never at no point while I was like, oh, this is the good episode. Like even the best episode of the season, I was like, oh, thank God it's not like the other episodes, rather than, oh yeah, this episode's pretty good. I think the show has run its course. I think that with the angle they're taking with the pseudo Trump takeover within the show itself, while the actual Trump takeover is happening, you know, in real life, it feels like a recipe for disaster. And like, this season sucked on so many different levels. The way it played off male rape as a joke like 3 or 4 times within the same season, awful. Just a whole bunch that just was, yeah, bad season of television. Stop making The Boys. I know it's popular, but like,
You know, I feel like The Boys, like at the end of like season 2 and kind of partway through season 3, they realize they're almost being thoughtful, and it kind of like tripped them up. Like I really feel like it's that.
we
like,
can actually have
like they
social
were,
commentary with this.
Yeah, they were trying not to be like, their whole goal was just to not be edgelords, and then they actually like produced something that was like semi thoughtful, and they're like, oh no, now we gotta like actually think about what we're doing, and like it just kind of ruined like the whole vibe of the show at some points. Now I don't know, that was my take with it, because it's just like, I kind of agree. I've kind of just been cooled on The Boys. It felt like it was going to be like a really thoughtful thing about America and like power in general. And it just kind of became like, haha, we're just making parallels to the modern times. And it's like, well, all right, I guess. If that's what you want.
think so. I have a theory about superhero parodies, and any superhero parody on a long enough time scale, basically anything past a 5-minute gag, ends up becoming a superhero story itself. So whatever sucks about superheroes, whatever you want to critique about superheroes, you end up falling prey to those same tropes. I see it with every superhero parody.
That's true. I mean, because it is still like a soap opera.
Is like
at the very
the
end.
lone exception.
Yes, the Tick
Because
is
it keeps
absolutely
the Tick is like the lone exception because it keeps getting canceled no matter how long it goes.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like the Tick, even the Tick though, ends up in like this goofy golden age superhero place, you know, where it's like, it still is doing that straight. It's just doing that straight with jokes, which isn't like far off, you know.
Yeah, like it's I think sincere in its parody, which I think keeps it from growing into like what we've got with the boys, where it's now just its own superhero thing. But also, a lot of the parodying, and especially in this season, is just like, isn't it crazy how these superheroes are perverts? Isn't it so funny how
it's all a sex thing or a ripping
it's all a sex thing. Like,
you need to have the roots of the comic.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like there was a point where the show was like a genuine improvement on the comic, but it really feels like this season was like, oh no, we're actually no better than the comic. You know, this is exactly what you wanted out of the source material. So, here it is. Like every episode felt like it had its state mandated violence and its state mandated sex joke. And yeah, it just got so boring because like aside from those specific moments, it's like they had to build the episodes around those moments, right? It's like, how do we get to the point where Butcher is massacring all these guys? Like, how do we get to the point where Huey's getting sexually assaulted for like the 4th time in the season? You know, like how do we build the narrative around that rather than like how do we actually like continue?
They just have like a whiteboard with all these weird, crazy things happening. They're like, how do we build each episode? like moving them post into each episode, trying to be like, well, if you have them assaulted here, we need to wait 2 episodes before we do it again. And if we,
I would make the argument, how different is that from the very pornography it criticizes? You know, like that. Yeah, and I don't mean this in the like parent council kind of way, but you just kind of you look lurid. You look really like dark for the sake of being dark. If you're saying like, oh, the world's run by perverts, and then you have to put perverted in every moment of your episode.
In order to criticize the QAnon, we must become the QAnon.
Look at what these guys are doing. Isn't it really?
It takes a good guy with a QAnon to defeat a bad guy with a QAnon.
John Travolta's face off, but it's just like he doesn't switch places with anybody. He just joins the MAGA cult and just like,
bro, why are you taking your face off? I don't know.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
Yeah. I know they're doing it. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing.
I'm fitting in.
I'm trying to make change from the inside. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else got any shows we can segue off of that?
I got
Salt's got a show, right?
So funny.
Salt's got a show?
It would be so funny if The Boys was one of mine. Just, it's not, but it would be so funny.
I was gonna say I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if that's
YouTube channel. Which one is it, Salt? What YouTube channel could it possibly be?
Well, it's not what you think. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anyone who is on this panel or is even listening will know what I'm talking about, but there is a fitness YouTube channel called Renaissance Periodization with Dr. Mike Israetel. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
But that name is insane.
This is the Streisand Effect. We finally got one.
Yeah, we finally got it.
This guy's about to get 1 million views from the guy in Tuscadero.
Oh, he's doing fine. He's already got all his views.
Yeah. We're about to get sponsorship. That's what we're getting.
So what's this guy's deal?
So this guy is a bodybuilder and athletic coach, and he weighs in on training techniques, and he has a popular series of celebrity like fitness breakdown videos. So if like a celebrity gets in shape for a role, he'll like criticize the coaching. A lot of his critiques in that area are warranted, and like it's interesting when he like you do see a lot about how much garbage there is in this like elite fitness industry. Like he had a good video about Brie Larson getting scammed essentially when she got in shape for Captain Marvel. Like he's not using it as an opportunity to just get barbs in on her. I mean, he's saying like, oh, this coach is just having her do nonsense. So like that type of stuff I like from him. His fitness stuff itself, like when he's giving his own coaching and thoughts, it's really well liked, but it starts to get really dubious. You know, he gives claims that are supposedly backed by science. He never like talks about like the study or anything about it. Where Dr. Mike gets really weird, where I like had to really step away from the channel, is like I knew the guy had a lot of conservative stuff. I was like, whatever, like he seems to know what he's talking about. But then he was like going off about AI one time. He's saying, yeah, you know, with AI and the upcoming new pharmaceuticals that are going to come out, you know, within our lifetimes, people won't have to work out to even get in shape. And just,
oh, hell yeah.
I can't stand.
It's about time.
It's time for AI Zempic.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Siri, give me a 6-pack.
But like to see someone who's
Siri,
like respected,
enlarge my balls, please.
To see someone who's respected in the fitness community like peddling medical quackery, like that freaks me out. I can't rock with that. And he is like probably one of the biggest names in like the strength building and like bodybuilding YouTube world.
I mean, you raised a very interesting phenomenon with like the reasonable side of his content, because like I feel like in terms of like the pipeline, right? Like where people will I guess fall for these kinds of like conspiratorial guys. It's like they start off very reasonable, but then you keep looking into, like, Twitter had this problem for a very long time with the stuff in Palestine, right? Because like these very seemingly benevolent, you know, like pro-Palestine accounts were getting people in on their content through that stuff, but then they'd be like, well, it's happening because Jews control the world.
Oh,
or like,
no.
This is like Jackson Hinkle is one of them, right? There was a couple like very big accounts on Twitter where they'll bring in the average person on like seemingly normal or like right-minded or like level-headed content, right? But then the second you're into the fold, that's when they're like, okay, but check out some of these other opinions that I have, you know, like ask me about my opinions on Epstein and then the industrial complex.
Oh, I
mean, the two
agree, yeah.
The two things that pop into my mind is like you also see like this happen with normal people that kind of go viral, like the Ken Bone, when he like just asked a question because he just happened to be in a debate.
It's just
and
pregnant
then he just
women.
ended up being like a total weirdo and like, but like he was like just like a quiet weirdo, and then he just kind of became like this international figure. It was super bizarre. I'm not defending it or anything. I'm just saying like that was like a very weird kind of moment. And recently, the Hawk Tua girl was peddling a crypto scam. You know, so it's like this super weird, like
bringing in your average person through the Talk to a podcast, the pipeline.
You know, like
I've never heard of this.
It's like, it's like this super bizarre watershed where like all these people inevitably just kind of lead to like strange and bizarre directions of things. I mean, look at like the Red Scare girls and their podcast, right? Where like. she went popular because Dasha, whatever, like because they asked her about Bernie that one time and a bunch of guys thirsted about her. And it's just kind of like since that point and evolving to now, it's like this very bizarre timeline where if you try to explain it to anybody, they'll just look at you like you're insane. Like,
yeah, I do think that is endemic, as it were, to like a lot of modern celebrity. Like, you see it really well parodied in on cinema. Tim Heidecker starts as this like really self-hating angry man, and then just has to sublimate all of that through like weird religious and political ideals.
So really, we're just waiting for the Costco guys to take their right-wing turn now.
Well, they're trying to be wrestlers, right? So isn't that?
I mean, enough brain damage, and you'll see Big AJ start posting about.
If you think that's a weird turn, wait a bit.
Don't do that.
We're Costco guys. We don't eat. We're Costco guys. We don't drink fluorinated water.
We're Costco guys. We don't use vaccines.
I want them to get added to Smash Bros. And Rizzler be like the super. That's what I want.
It's like Smash Bros. For Wii, where like if you select them on the Wii screen, the Wii remote, like the microphone. Or sorry, the Wii remote has the speaker in it, and then like very garbled, you hear like boom.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really impressive impression of how garbled that microphone was.
Thanks. It was literally just me putting my hand in front of my mouth.
Yeah, I have a built-in compressor.
Yeah, I've actually got a Wii remote that I filter all my mic sounds through. All right, who's next? Who's got their next?
I got a movie.
You got a movie? Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Roadhouse remake with Jake Gyllenhaal, and oh my gosh, have any of you seen it?
I have.
No.
I have. I saw it right after watching the original.
Amazingly bad. Like, I watched it on Amazon because I was like, it can't be that bad. It can't. No, it's like, it's so like they had ideas of like filming like weird punches and like the fight scenes they try to like revolutionize. Yeah. Half the dialogue feels like it was written by AI. It's like none of the lines are like delivered like in a normal way, except for like maybe by 2 or 3 actors.
It's a good
like Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor is there as like the crazy Irish guy. Like that's his entire role in the movie.
Yeah, and you just see him having fun, and like he's not like good at it. He's just having fun, and you're like, all right. That's like the most enjoyable part.
It's better him doing that than, everything else he's been doing this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But the movie is a pretty good immersive sim of what it's like to have brain damage. Just the entire the movie
it's
starts
an allegory of CTE.
It really is. It is like CTE the movie, produced by Michael Irwin. The movie starts with Jake Gyllenhaal fighting Post Malone in like this underground ring. Ew, like that really sets the tone.
Throw hands with Post Malone,
Like I'm thinking about Post Malone's filmography and like the movies that he's shown up in. Because like it's either been like very small B movies. Let me quickly go on Post Malone on Letterboxd, star of 22 films, including Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, right. He was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. He was one of the freaks. Yeah. And then he was in Wrath of Man, that like really mid-tier Jason Statham action movie by Guy Ritchie.
There were like 8 words there that you didn't have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, This Is Me Now. We were literally talking about This Is Me Now last week.
He was.
He was on the council.
I still haven't watched it, but I know he was.
I'm not gonna. Are you gonna watch it, Keigen? Is that like?
I will. I don't think I have an opportunity yet because I think Kendra would turn it off. She'd be like, no.
The anti J-Lo bias in the house.
She'd be like, you're not doing that right now. Put basketball on.
Oh, he was in Spencer Confidential. You guys know Spencer Confidential, made by the guy who directed the Battle. Marky Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who directed Battleship.
That movie's not horrible. It's bad.
Okay, so you're saying That aside from
It's
the 2
almost a
animated
meetup.
movies he was in, that is the best movie he's been in?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's also going to be in the Santa movie starring Jack Black that comes out this year.
Not to be confused with Red 1, of course. Is Red 1 on any of your lists?
No, I didn't watch it.
Is that out already? Is that even real? Are we sure we didn't just mass
It looks
hallucinate
like
that?
it does look like the fakest movie ever. Like,
Yeah. Wait.
it
The
defies
Santa
logic.
movie with Jack Black is apparently already out on Prime Video.
No way.
Yeah, I just looked that up. Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow.
Oh, no.
wow. Okay,
Hey,
so
everybody,
there's
now we're doing a live watch of. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, we just completely pivot this episode into a live commentary of Dear Santa.
Of the great betrayer of the year, Jack Black. How dare he?
You know,
Yeah.
impromptu addition to Tastebreakers Grab Bag. Any of Jack Black's work from here on out. After that, after
Dead.
what he did to Kyle, you know, like
Yeah.
So rude.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, who wants to go next? Wait, Keigen, you're on your last pick now, right?
I could shove a fourth in there because I was debating a fourth one. So I don't know.
Okay,
I
well, do
could
your
or I
third.
can't.
Do
If
your
you-
third then.
Do my third, but then I'm all out.
I mean, if you want to throw in your fourth, then you can.
I'm just gonna throw in my fourth.
No, okay.
I was very loud. I was very loud about this very stupid project I did for months. Not for anything, and I wasn't writing anything. This was just my idiot brain, where I read all of Scott Snyder's DC stuff, and then I read a bunch of Kelly Thompson nonsense, and then I read Jason Aaron's Avengers. And here's the thing:
Woo, that's a lot.
this is a personal Tastebreaker grab bag right here, because like I don't want my brain to do this. I don't want to chase this dumb thought for months for no reason. Okay, I still haven't even read Absolute Superman, which was why I read the Avengers. And like those books weren't even that bad, right? Some of them were pretty bad. Some of them were bad. Most of them were like average, though. I wouldn't even say they were worse than like Will's Spider-Man. A lot of them. There's just so many that there was no reason for me to read them. And so this is the concept of like nonsense projects that I have no reason to do that spiral out of control. That's really what this is. However, it is what the Tastebreaker Grab Bag, what I am putting in there are Snyder's Justice League, Kelly
Amazing.
Thompson comic books,
Just in general.
and Jason Aaron's Avengers
Ouch.
run. Those are going in. Now,
Oh,
Kelly
man.
Thompson, I do think I am enjoying Absolute Wonder Woman. Okay, just all the rest aren't for me.
Okay.
Fair.
So that's my other pick. Just kind of a conglomeration of a diseased mind, I think.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Aaron's Avengers run, man. That's rough.
Yeah, it's a run.
Yeah.
It's weird because like there's a lot there that I'm like, this is fun and cool, and then like the Phoenix arc is horrible. Like
Yep.
the
Yeah.
Phoenix arc, and just like from
The
concept to
vibranium
execution.
grill from Black Panther.
But
Yeah.
like that's the highlight.
That is goofy, but like
all
in a
of it is
fun
bad.
way.
It's
It's
also,
a, you know,
I mean,
it's a
just
good
like
springboard. I feel like there's a lot of good ideas that were springboarded from that run.
Yeah, it really was, and I think it's worth it for that. Like it's worth having
Mhm.
out. Even like the stupid Steve Ditko's Captain America is really bad and stupid, and like all of that spirals in a weird way. And I don't know, there's stuff in there. Like I think if I had read that run first, I would have liked it the most out of the three things. But because I was exhausted with bad comics at that point, I was just like, please.
All those Kelly
just
Thompson
trope
comics,
this enough?
really.
And it wasn't even that
I
many,
mean,
but they're just so bland.
the funny thing is like you get the impression with Jason Aaron, like the things he really wanted to write, he put in there, and then just kind of like abandoned them for things he didn't really care to write. So like as goofy as like the like BC Avengers was, I felt like that could have been like a fun goofy series he could do, like this weird like quasi like Conan series, right, with the Avengers. Where he's like, nah, this isn't really like
Avengers.
this isn't really important, you know, like let's move on. You know, it's like why is this here? You know,
Again, it
like-
throws out a bunch of concepts. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
other writers, if you want to take these concepts, go ahead. I'm gonna move on to the next thing now.
He's a little ADHD with it is the thing, because like that's the other
Yeah.
thing. You get to his like quasi Legion of Doom stuff, And it really is the kind of thing where it's like, Jason. Any editor should have done this with him, okay? Any editor who was alive, assistant editor, whoever, they should have been like, Mr. Aaron, please, make all of them Dr. Dooms and make all of them different versions of Dr. Doom. That would have made so much more sense than like Killmonger. What is that suit? What's the suit that Thor fights at the end of the first Thor?
The Destroyer?
Yeah. You don't have to do Destroyer Killmonger. It doesn't really make any sense. You don't have to do Kid with Thanos, Jason Aaron. Like, he brings so many stupid things. When it's like, there's a core of a good idea there that, like, you could just run with and have fun, goofy nonsense with. And it really is so much better than Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, man.
But I also think Aaron's Avengers, to a certain degree, is the continual argument of, like, Justice League runs aren't good. Because it's really just a Justice League run.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you know, all that, whatever.
Toy Smash, yeah.
Toy Smash,
I guess bland comics is what I'm putting into Tastebreakers.
Okay.
Just that's the end of my year was dominated by that, and it's unfortunate.
All right. Speaking of bland comics, I have one. Related to Snyder, but Snyder's taking a beating of this. I think Snyder's Metal series can be forgotten. like don't go back to it. Just move.
Just in general,
both.
Like all.
Yeah, just all of it. Just all.
Okay,
like let's just collectively move past it, erase it from our memories. It's just like, you know, you had a Batman. He knew how to laugh, and you know he went away.
You know,
and let's just
I completely forgotten about the Bat Who Laughs becoming Dr. Manhattan until Keigen read Death Metal and reminded me this year.
Dr. Batmanhattan, okay? Get it?
I don't give a all right.
Dr.
I do not give a
Hatton.
Yeah. The Batmanhattan who laughs, okay?
I thought, isn't it just the Darkest
Batman
Night?
Who Manhattan?
Is that not what it is? None of those names are actually canon. Like, it is just the Darkest Night, right?
Yeah.
I think
It's pretty
so.
boring.
Yeah.
I think, you know,
Not very
that
fun.
I think that in and of itself explains, you know, like everything that you need to know about Snyder's take on these things, right? Like, you had so many stupid names that you could have gone with, and you opted for the Darkest Night instead.
I mean, my favorite was like when these characters would appear and they would just immediately explain their whole story to like the people that were there. It's like Robin King was like, "Ha, I have the Flash ring because I murdered the Flash." We're like, why are you telling me this? This is not a conversation we need to have.
I've seen those. I've seen those panels online, and they almost feel like something that would belong in one of Alan Moore's books on writing. Like that's one of his first suggestions he gives you is like, when you have when you introduce a character, don't introduce them with, "Hey, this is my deal." Like, show that.
My favorite.
This
my
is Katana.
favorite
She's got my back.
Is the T-Rex Batman who introduces himself as like the Batman imbued in the T-Rex, and it's like, yeah, we can tell you have a bat logo and you're a giant dinosaur. Like, we don't need this explanation.
That is very much the Stan Lee approach, right? Like, Stan Lee would like introduce Spider-Man on a page. He'd be like, "Hi, I'm Spider-Man. I have a red and blue costume." Like, we couldn't read the page with our eyes.
Oh man. So anyways, yeah, like all of this, just let's move past it. Let's forget it. Let's like pretend it never happened, because nothing was gained. And like, I feel like it's just kind of gimped DC in a lot of ways. Like, because people keep trying to, or Snyder specifically keeps trying to go back to it. And it's just like, there's nothing there anymore. Just let it go. You know?
I think if it's not Snyder, it's also Williamson too. Like, let's not let Williamson get away without any blame. He is absolutely as much to blame for all this mess as Snyder is.
Williamson falls into like literally 99% of the time the most bland writer who lives too. Like,
yes,
I read his whole Flash series and I can't remember any of it. Like,
same.
Oh no.
Same.
I didn't.
I did read it. I read it, and like,
I think
the whole story is the Flash runs too much and he has to slow down, but he decides he has to run harder. And then he slows down.
We run faster
again.
when we run together. Like, that's the core of the story. We run faster when we run together.
it'd be like a lot of these things would be like charming if they were actually written for kids, but they're not. So they're like trying to be edgy teen stuff too. So you're like, well, who is this for?
Yeah,
I forget
that's
if
a
it
real
was
problem.
death metal or metal that was also like trying to fix everything that DC had done with the crises too. Which one had the anti-crisis? Was that death metal?
That's not a thing. They didn't have an anti-crisis.
I think that's
oh,
Metal.
Saul,
That's
it's
metal.
Bubby.
Oh,
Metal.
no.
That's metal.
It was the 10th metal.
That's metal.
It was the 10th metal.
the 10th
That's what it was
metal.
all about. The
I mean,
10th metal would
so-
fix the Antichrist.
And then we had the
Addendum
dark
to all
crisis after
this.
that.
Yeah. Addendum to all this, the only thing that was good that came out of any of this was like Jarro, which Snyder wrote surprisingly well and with sensitivity. And it was really bizarre because it's like the best bits and it's like a little gag. So it's like
Jarro
you
is
have this
too
whole thing-
made for social media for me. You know, it's just like the
Yeah.
Moon Knight thing for me. Like I
Yeah.
can't.
I mean
deal.
that kind of gets at the point though, right? Like it just like was designed as social media bait almost. But like
The
when you
Tom
actually read the comic, you're
Taylorism.
like, this is weirdly the best part of the entire story. And that's
see,
like
the
that says
thing.
a lot right there. Yeah, like the
One of the things about Snyder's work that like carried me through that like I probably would have been fine if I just stopped at Snyder is that like I don't there's like wholesome is it's such a disgusting word, but I'm going to use it right now because I guess that's what we're talking about. There's like a wholesome quality to his choices that I do believe he's not doing the Tinian thing of like this'll get the posts, this'll get the upvotes on Reddit, this'll get the like I don't think he's doing that. I think he has fun ideas, and I think Aaron is the same way. Like I don't think Aaron or Snyder really make decisions based on like this is going to be popular on social media and pop off. Like I think they both have fun ideas that end up happening like that, and I think Jarro's treatment is kind of indicative of that because he would be in the book way more if he was doing the Fox or Tinian or insert another third person.
Taylor.
I went through the series and I was expecting way more Jarro, but I had seen every panel of Jarro online because he's not in it that much.
He's like in 2 pages, or 3 pages.
Like, 2 issues he matters in, and he's so fun.
Yeah.
And like that actually, I was like, I'm surprised about this. Like
You
I
actually
don't hate
want him
and I thought I was
you want him in the book more.
An incinerator. Yeah. There was like actual
and you like
restraint
find
there.
yourself. Yeah, you actually find yourself wanting the character, and you're like, "What is happening to me? Am I becoming the Batman who laughs?" And just like
it really feels like it really because like 5 years ago it was reasonable to like complain about Snyder all the time, right? And now I think like there's a lot worse than Snyder happening in even the end of Krakoa. You know that it was like I have people who annoy me so much more now, and I think just the whole
the other thing is that Snyder had also off after death metal, right? Like he was just doing his own thing for like the past 4 years, and now he's back, which makes it even weirder.
So I mean, I think this kind of gets it. A lot of it too is because like death metal, the metal series, both of them kind of became like this giant swirling vortex that like pulled all these other comics that had no business of being involved in this storyline. It pulled them into it. And I think that's kind of like what makes it weird, right? We had like the weird Year of the Villain stuff. We had like all these like bizarre storylines coming in that like pull them all in. So I think that's why it's like, let's just collectively forget about this series because you know, like Absolute Batman feels less egregious to me because it's like almost like siloed off, right? Like if you don't want to read it, you're not going to see a reference in any other comic that's not the Absolute series, you know, like, and I think that's, you know, like, I may not enjoy the things, but at least I can like live with that, you know, versus like, you know, reading Aquaman and being like, oh no, like I have to think about Lex Luthor's Year of the Villain, which is leading to the dark death metal. And like, it's like, why is this happening?
You know, I'm going to use this opportunity to segue into my second pick, which is the Krakoa era of X-Men comics, because that ended this year. And I was like going through my list of comics that I read this year. And it's surprising how few of that era I was reading this year, like how few of the comics from that era. Because, you know, like at the very start during the Hoxpox era or the post Hoxpox era, I was like, I'm going to try out every book, you know, like there were 6 books to begin with. I'm going to try out every book that comes out. and I think it might have been after the first Hellfire Gala where I was like, you know what, I don't think I need to catch up to every single one of these series. And like it was a matter of attrition where like the more the era went on, the less I was reading of it. But I think the real fall off point, not just for me, but for a lot of people, was Fall of X. And I, you know, that leading into this year, as like the first half of this year, it really is one of those things where looking back at it, I was like, damn, that was this year. Like the Krakoa era ended this year.
That's
but
so funny. Yeah.
But every single time, like there was not an incident, like there was a situation at my comic shop a few weeks ago where the owner had put up like a rack of, you know, recommended first comics, right? Just to like things that you can give to people as gifts over the season. You know, stuff that doesn't really require a lot of preamble or whatever, or like prep stuff. And Hoxpox was on the shelf, right? And someone was like, "Oh, is this a good one?" And you know, my shop owner was like, "Well, I haven't read it." So then turned to me, and I was like, I mean, if you want to stop at that book, you know, if you want to read just that book, go ahead. I don't recommend reading anything after it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm at a point where even the Hickman era stuff of it, like as good as it was, I'm not sure it's worth it for someone to read just up to that point and then stop.
I guess reading like to X of Swords would be like, if like someone was like, I really want to read this series, I'd be like, you can read up to there. I think it's more cohesive as like a thing, and like you actually feel like
X of Swords,
somewhat vindicated. Feel vindicated reading all these series. Ten of Swords, yeah. You feel vindicated in reading all the different series because they all kind of come together. And then after that, it's like, well, if you want to read stuff, you can. But like after that, it's like almost like nothing else really matters at all. I
mean, Inferno really is like the break point where you can justifiably be like, okay, you really don't need to read anything after this. But like even by the time you got to
disappointed anyway.
I mean, like by the time it even got to Inferno, like the attrition thing had already been in full effect.
Yeah, I wasn't even reading. I actually went back and read a few of them to catch up to get myself ready for Inferno, just out of curiosity. I wasn't even excited for it. I was like, I just feel an obligation to read it because, you know, like I followed up to Ten of Swords, you know, like, but I totally get that. Like I read every single, like, I think I was getting into comics again because I had taken a break right when Hoxpox, like right before Hoxpox. So I was reading all the X-Men before that, and you know, they weren't good. Some of them were fun, some of them were there. But like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I totally get that because it definitely is like, now I look at it going, man, this just wasn't, it's not even like, you can't even like have a storyline that you like, oh man, I just really just didn't like the storyline. There was like no storylines. It was like non-stories a lot of times. So you're just like, it was a thing that ate our brains for like a few years and left. Yeah. Like,
it's weird to think about that entire era of like, not just X-Men, but like X Twitter too, like the social media around it. But it's so much a thing in the rear view now.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't feel like, it's nothing I feel nostalgic about. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I can't deny that it was like a thing, like a huge thing. But I mean, like
X-Men
it really
been
fizzled
irrelevant,
out.
You know, like completely
for like 2 years. It wasn't
it wasn't very long.
Like, I don't know. This whole thing. I think I think retrospectives on the X-Men of the last 10 years have like it's crazy. It's crazy how big of a success Krakoa was, because it's not, right? Like X-Men fans just like feed this thing in the most crazy way, you know?
I mean, okay, to be fair, it actually was a very significant success compared to what came before, because they had to double ship a lot of comics to make up for the fact that the previous era was undersold so poorly.
Yeah. And it's like, I get that, but people act like that span of time was so long, and it was like,
oh yeah, it was like 3 years max.
Yeah, it's I don't know. All of it is like I don't know. I really got into X-Men with Krakoa and like figured out my Marauders, like X-Men fans are stupid, and why am I reading all of these books? Like I pretty much learned by that point.
Actually,
like,
I do take it back though, because like 3 years is not a long time in the grand scheme of things. 3 years is a long time for comics, if you think about
It's
it.
yeah.
Like
It's like a death sentence for comics if like characters not around for 3 years. It's a big comeback, like
it's been what 6 years now without the Inhumans, right? It's like yeah. All right, who's got the next picks? Salt. What do you got for your last pick?
Speaking of X-Men, my taste breaker is Deadpool versus Wolverine, the movie.
nice.
Oh, right.
What a
You've only talked
miserable
about this in the
experience.
server. I was like, haven't you talked about this on the podcast before? No, go on, Salt. Tell us.
It's
tell,
in the
tell the
server.
world.
It's in the server. Get in the Discord. You can see what I didn't like about it. The only comment I'll add is I heard a lot of takes that went something like, it's just fun to see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman having fun. It's like you're watching a couple of millionaires palling around to do like some money laundering. That's fun for you. Go
I mean,
outside,
it depends on
like,
who.
try
Listen,
coffee.
it depends
like,
on the millionaires. Some millionaires
Try
palling around doing.
very very accessible, cheap drug. Just like do anything else except like
Do
watch
ketamine. Why not?
Yeah. I just like these guys are raking in so much money off of this and other garbage, and them hanging out is bringing you joy. $1
billion
Nasty.
movie, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It hit the $1 billion
Yeah.
mark. Yeah, the $1 billion movie.
Just real.
It's when you look at the like top 5 R-rated films, most money-making R-rated films, 3 of them are Deadpool movies. That is the culture we have.
Okay.
That's cinema. That's cinema, baby.
Yep. What a great place
Thank you,
for
Martin
cinema to be.
Scorsese. Thank you, Mr. Scorsese.
Yeah.
The theme park rides.
Did
Serge,
we do it?
what's-
Did we do all of our things?
I think Serge has got one more.
I got 3. I did 3.
Oh, you got your 3. Okay, I've got one more. Keigen, you do
I
your
got my
last
last one too. Yeah, I can do my last one. All right.
Yeah.
This is my meanest one. This is my meanest, and I'm most annoyed about this one. Okay. And this part of this is, all right, I write for AAPT from time to time. I mostly do trade reviews, and then best of lists come around, right? For the last couple of years, I've almost opted out. Because I see someone else pick something, and it makes me so mad that I don't want my name. I don't want my name near there. And this year, I opened up the doc, and somebody's favorite comic of the year was Ultimate Spider-Man. Okay.
Oh, off.
And they neglected. You know what they did, though? You know what they did? They talked about all the people who worked on the book that they didn't mention. David Messina. And I hate his art. I hate it. I hate opening the book. I hate seeing his name on the cover. I hate when I have to read it. I hate his art. I do. His buccal fat removal faces. His storytelling is horrible. He just needs to go read one Steve Lieber tweet thread, and he'll get better. But he doesn't, and I hate it. And that's also where I'm like,
it's a surprise it's a surprise that he is the fill-in artist. Like they have artists, like Marvel has
it's
artists,
co-artists, right? Like it's not just fill-in. He's doing half of the issues of the book. Like up to issue 12, he's done 6 of them. So like, sure, it is to buy time for Chichetto, but like he's the co-artist. He's the co-creator of this book. I mean, he's the debut of Black Cat, of Felicia Hardy in the universe.
I mean, she's in there for one panel.
Okay, but he's
panel.
the artist on
like this is
panel.
the one I will fight back. I think you're overly harsh on this book. Every single time, because it's like we've talked about this before. Like the holistic nature of the comic book, and like but
I think
the symbiosis.
Think at least for me, my reaction to Hickman's annoying things are more because the art is worse on these issues. I think there are annoying things about Hickman's writing in Chicheto's issues too, but they're more ignorable. And I'll also go on record, like, this isn't just a difference in skill between the two. I don't love Chicheto either. Like, I think he's very good, and he's like obviously deserves.
I think
books,
he is not the best choice to put on a monthly Spider-Man book.
You know, Keigen,
as a main artist.
If you're gonna keep talking this way, you need to say something nice about an Italian artist.
What Italian artists are
who's
there?
Who's the guy who does forgot the book?
Oh, see, you can't. Maybe this isn't about the Spider-Man.
Dylan Dog.
Maybe it's about something else.
Anti-Italian discrimination, I see.
I've already done that.
Yeah, see, you can't even name the guy who does real. Dylan Dog.
I can't remember his name. Wait, Mazzucchelli. Mazzucchelli's the greatest artist ever. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Mazzucchelli's American, okay?
Also,
I'm pretty sure Messina's Spanish, isn't he?
He is. He's from Spain. Yeah, even more.
Oh,
Spanish
okay.
dogs.
See, now it's justified.
Oh,
listen. If he was from Italian, I'd have a problem. But he's from Spain. You know what?
Italian.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Say all.
No. You know what? Even more so. I just hate his art. I'm gonna keep reading the book. The book is enjoyable on a whole, on an average.
Oh no, he is Italian. Never mind.
But he
is Italian.
He is?
He is Italian, yeah.
Just another failure of DC's artist workshop. Right?
Anti-Italian discrimination. That's what I'm hearing. A whole lot of anti-Italian discrimination going on here.
I don't even care. Yeah, Italian comic artist. Lives in Rome, Italy. Glad Media Award for Outstanding Comic Book. Yeah.
For which book, though?
What do you not like about this?
I hate it. It's so static. Right. His like, and I mean, it is the scripts that Hickman gives him, right? Like the talking heads is.
It's funny that he gets all the talking head issues,
and it looks like trash. It looks so bad to me. Like there's zero energy in any of the book. It's the most boring slog read. His issues especially are just like, all right, and like you can do dialogue scenes fun. You guys have talked about this with Gerard's, however you say his stupid name. Like,
well, he's the example against it. Oh, okay, yeah. It's the same issue.
Messina is the same issue, is the same problem, but I think he's worse. I think his style and aesthetics are worse.
One thing I will give Messina over Jared's, though, is that it doesn't feel as traced as Jared's does.
I don't know, though, because like they're also doing the Bendis repeated panels thing a lot.
Yeah, I know, but like he repeats his own panels.
Tracing, I think
you think that's as bad as tracing? You think repeating or like?
No, I'll take that back, I guess. But like, I think his way of doing it annoys me more than tracing.
Okay. Because there are artists that can do the repeated face thing.
Yeah, like really well.
Yeah, really well.
For sure. Yeah. Not in general, but like he just annoys me more than Jared. That's not true, but it's the same actually. So if your reaction to Jared's is negative, my reaction to this guy is basically the same.
So really what you're saying is for 2025, your Tastemakers Grab Bag is to work with artists that aren't Italian.
Yeah, exactly. You got to do more.
Yeah. Okay, so that leaves my last pick, and I left this one to the very last one because like everything else, they're bad, but they're not necessarily the worst things that I've experienced this year. Just things that I don't want people to like check out. This one genuinely is the worst thing that I've experienced this year, and it has the most ironic title. You guys have never seen this. You probably, there's like zero chance that you've seen this. It's an Indian movie. It's called The Greatest of All Time, and it is the worst thing I've seen this year, the worst thing I've experienced this year, perhaps even the worst thing I've experienced this decade, maybe even this century. Like I can't understate just how evil of a movie this is. It features AI deepfaking of dead actors. It features AI musicians of dead musicians. It features a plot that is just absolutely god awful. It filmed in Russia during the Russia-Ukraine war. So there's a whole other like I could do a whole video essay about like the downfall of the Indian movie industry, and like it's funny. I think the Indian movie industry and the Hong Kong movie industry are in very similar places, where like a lot of the sociopolitics around it affect the output of the movies and like what we're getting. Johnny Toe has spoken a lot about this in recent years, but yeah, I don't know. Like if there was a movie that was so endemic of just how much the Indian movie industry has fallen off a cliff, I think the greatest of all time, it really is that movie. It is just a failure on every single level. Like to me, this is the movie equivalent of The Heart Part 6. Like this is the, you know, the main actor in this, VJ, like this is his second last movie before he goes into politics. By the way, this is like the latest in a trend of actors that have switched from movies to politics in India. It's a huge thing there. No. So anyways, this is his penultimate movie. And like, it is absolutely like The Heart Part 6, where it's like, you should have retired after this one. Like you know, yeah, bad movie, awful movie. It like the AI stuff really, really pisses me off. You know, like the fact that people accepted it so wholeheartedly, right? Like the songs had, so there was a female musician. She died, I think, earlier this year or last year from cancer. And her brother, who was one of the producers, like one of the composers, used an AI version of her voice for one of the tracks. Just plain awful. It's an bad. So don't watch it. It's I think it's on Netflix. I realize I'm totally like this is the most Streisand Effect. I think this is the most Streisand Effect. Yeah, this is the most Streisand Effect we're gonna get this episode. But,
just say no.
Just say no, dare.
I dare you to not watch it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's my last one. Anyone have any like last minute picks that you want to squeeze in there before we wrap things up?
Not a pick, but a comment I wanted to make about T Swift.
Oh, okay. Round 2.
That there's conflicting versions of her name, like how her parents gave it to her. There's one version that said they named her after James Taylor. There's a much funnier version, according to Taylor, saying that her mom named her Taylor because if someone saw that on a business card in a corporate setting, they wouldn't know if Taylor was a man or a woman.
Yeah,
and I think corporate. Go ahead.
You're just finished the thought, and it's the same as mine, I think.
Oh, just that's like this analogy of being the most corporate pleasing entity is like really perfect for her career. Really,
just like the definitive Taylor Swift statement. That's awful, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's it.
She's like Yao Ming, but for the corporate world. You know, we genetically engineered her to appease the shareholders.
Right.
When I hear Yao Ming, I go, hell yeah. That's just that's the most dudes rock dude ever, I think. Just look at it. Incredible.
Well,
do we want to do a Tastemakers Grab Bag for this episode?
I feel gross.
I feel gross doing a Tastemakers Grab Bag.
Yeah. A hot shower. Wash this shame off your body as you don't have to watch anything.
You know what?
Go to therapy.
I think our collective Tastemakers Grab Bag is just disconnect. Anything, you know, like take a break.
Touch grass.
Just
no art. Oh,
no
actually,
art.
You know
no anything.
Make art.
Really.
Make
no
your own
activities.
Art. Make something.
There was some.
Make your own kind of music
on IG. I think it was an ad for something, and it was like Studio Ghibli music. I don't know what one. I don't know. And then it was like an AI thing of like leaves falling. And so I just commented like, is this AI? Like, did you do AI leaves? Go outside. What a worthless thing to do. And people were happily, I was happy with this. Most people were like, yeah, why did you AI some leaves? And yeah, why'd you AI leaves? That's crazy.
YGAI leaves. That's a good note to end things off. As always, the show's made possible thanks to contributions from listeners like you. If you want to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/midnightgrappleranimals. $2 a month gets you uncensored episodes a week earlier than the public, like when Keigen and I swore at each other earlier this episode, as well as the ability to vote on future episode topics. And $5 a month gets you not only that, but our entire backlog of bonus episodes and Patreon exclusive series, as well as exclusive channels within our Discord server. You can support us through morale, give us a good review on your podcast app of choice. We apparently got a nice 5-star review on Spotify, according to our Spotify creators Wrapped this year, so thank you. If you got questions, comments, or suggestions for the show, you can email us at midnightgrappleranimals@gmail.com. And if you want to find the links to our Discord server, as well as our Bluesky pages, you can find that in the description of this episode. Thanks for listening. Do not check out anything that we've anti-recommended this episode, no matter how much you want to. Listen, the urge is there to feed into the rage. Don't do it. Do not follow your impulses, all right? Stay away. Just stay your hand. And as always,
keep on grappling.
Keep on grappling.
Oh, that was like a nice echo effect this time.
Nice.
Nice.